Greetings from the Indian Council of World Affairs. I'm Dr. Tunchinmang Langel, Research Fellow at the Council. We had a panel discussion on the Inside the Hermit Kingdom, DPRK's politics, society, and global role. We have here with us today Ambassador Skand, who chaired the session, and he will give us a few insights on the panel discussion as we pose a question to him. So, after the discussion, I would like to ask you one question and have your views on it. The question is about the non-proliferation and India's security calculus. Basically, North Korea's exit from the NPT and its ongoing nuclear buildup have weakened the global non-proliferation regime. So what implications does this hold for India, especially in the context of the China, Pakistan, North Korea nuclear nexus?
It is a matter of historical record that in the 1980s, there was that Qadir Khan network of Pakistan, and there was clandestine help by Pakistan to North Korea for their uranium reprocessing and enrichment technology. And in return, North Korea gave missile technology there, which are the Shaheen and Gauri missiles of Pakistan today. Now, damage has already been done. At present, the reports of any further collaboration between nuclear program of North Korea and Pakistan are not in public domain. But, of course, North Korea has walked out of NPT. So the world has to be watchful. And India has to be particularly watchful that old relationship which existed, which is a matter of record, how Mrs. Benazir Bhutto went to Pyongyang and had taken the designs of uranium enrichment centrifuges in her special plane. All of that is a matter of record. So this nexus does not arise again between North Korea and Pakistan particularly. And IAEA should also watch, and India and Republic of Korea should also watch that very carefully.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We have with us Professor Sandip Kumar Mishra. He is a professor at the Center for East Asian Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University. We have a question for him, which is regarding the Northeast Asia power triangle, DPRK, Russia, and China. So, how is the strengthening trilateral relationship between North Korea, China, and Russia reshaping the strategic balance in Northeast Asia? And could this emerging bloc challenge US alliances and reshape regional institutions, with the DPRK perhaps acting as a destabilizing or a catalytic player?
I don't think that this triangle is still very much solidified, because there are reports that the more and more North Korea has got connected in last 1.5 years with Russia, I think its relationship with China has got slightly strained. There are some reports here and there. Those reports could be rudiment, you can say preliminary. We don't know yet. But I think this triangle still has to, evolve and concretize. Then only it can create a meaningful impact on the regional politics. However, you are quite right in your question that there are countries like China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, Pakistan, Belarus, even Mongolia could be included, who are basically getting closer to each other. So on the one hand, during Biden time, you can see that South Korean president, Japanese prime minister, and American president, they had Camp David agreement, like trilateral meeting. So means American allies are coming together through Indo-Pacific strategy, through bilateral meetings, through trilateral mechanisms. But at the same time, the rivals of the challengers of American order, they have been also getting more connected to each other. So in long term, if the trend continues, it's going to have important implication for the regional politics. But right now, I will say that it's just a beginning. I'm not sure how much meaningful connections they are having. among, you can say multilaterally they are having. Bilaterally they are definitely having, but multilaterally if they could have, I'm not sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Professor Jihwan from the University of Seoul will give his views on the question, what do we know about the internal socio-political dynamics of North Korea today, and how sustainable is the regime's model in the face of economic stress, generational change, and greater exposure to external influences? Could domestic strain, not external pressure, become the true catalyst for change in the DPRK?
Hello, this is Hwang from the University of Seoul, Korea. I'm going to talk about the North Korea today, and especially in this short video, I'm going to talk about North Korea domestic politics and its impact on the North Korea in general. North Korea's domestic situation has been always, very difficult for several decades. But it has not been developed to threaten the regime crisis. To a certain extent, North Korea's domestic political and economic situations are expected to impact the North Korean foreign relations. Throughout the Kim Jong-un era, there have been serious concerns that North Korea has experienced grave domestic difficulties caused by the international sanctions, shutdown of its borders to deal with COVID-19 for more than 3 years, and several natural disasters, including the typhoons and floods. In a voluntary national review VNR submitted to the United Nations a few years ago, the North Korea acknowledged that it has been experiencing the difficulties with cereal productions as well as medical supplies. During the Party Congress, Kim Jong-un himself even admitted that the 5-year economic development plan had failed. If the domestic predicament persists, the North Korea may produce other, provocative measures to deal with its domestic difficulties. It may be possibly forced to engage in an aggressive foreign policy aimed at garnering the attention from the international community. Although some predicted the possibility of the regime instability, the Kim Jong-un regime still appears to be sustainable enough to go through all these difficulties. North Korea's domestic hardship has exposed the various aspects of the North Korean regime's internal and external challenges and response strategies. Those strategies can be summarized as anti-globalization strategy, a state-centered control strategy, and a mobilization strategy. So these authoritarian control toolbox makes the Kim Jong-un regime to survive despite all the difficulties. So in short, North Korea has serious, domestic the challenges and difficulties, and those domestic variables, has affected its foreign policy too. But in fact, North Korea has survived all those the difficulties and still manages its domestic and foreign relations. Thank you.
This was only a sneak peek to the panel discussion we had today. To watch the full panel discussion on Inside the Hermit Kingdom, Decoding DPRK's Politics, Society and Global Role, kindly subscribe to the ICWA YouTube channel and also like and subscribe our Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn pages. Thank you.